might get some water. Keep your water close by. I got a new water bottle after having like the same one for like 2 years. Pretty slick. Okay. So, I also have a different angle today. A little bit up top so you can see my whole body. All right, here we go. We're gonna start off with a ladder. So what we're gonna do is do one squat, and we'll take that and walk it out and do a superhero. Legs are up, arms are up, and then I bring my body all the way up to the top, and then I go 2 of those. 1, 2, walk it out for 2 superheroes, and we're gonna go ladder it up all the way to 8 reps. All right, let's do it. So all we're doing here is just trying to open up the hips, you know, wake up the body a little bit. One, 2, and then I'm gonna do 2 superheroes. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to squeeze my upper back here and my glutes as much as I can. We're at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Couple more to go. We're at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These were gonna be push-ups. I switched it to superheroes at the last second. This is actually a push-up free workout, if you can believe it or not. I know, I never do those. I do push-ups almost every single day. Well, I really do. I honestly do. At least a couple. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7 and 8, and then we're done with our warm-up. So kind of just getting it done really quick today. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Starting to feel warm, starting to feel good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got our final one coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, walking it right out to the final 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really starts to open up the chest and the shoulders too. So I have my arms out at sort of like a Y pattern. You can go horizontal with them, you can go straight out. It's all excellent to get those shoulders warmed up. Shoulders seem to be the most common area where people have little tweaks and little injuries, so take care of your shoulders. All right, we're gonna get started. So I'm gonna grab a dumbbell, you grab a dumbbell. So we have 3 basic moves in this strength circuit. Say that a couple times fast. I'm gonna keep an eye on the clock. We're gonna bang this out for 30 minutes, as many rounds as we can get. I'm gonna show you the first move. We're gonna bring that bell right up on the shoulder. So I've done this move before in videos and as well as for some clients on online programming. Rainbow press goes from shoulder to shoulder. So that's an excellent shoulder exercise as it is. Now you have the choice of doing, we're gonna add a squat to it today. We're gonna squat down, and as we stand up, we're going over the top and then right down. So that's one option. The other option that's a little bit more core demanding is to do that press while in the squat and then stand, and that would be 1. So your choice, but you gotta do 8 total, not 8 on each side, just 8 total of one of those versions. All right, let's try it out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. So I opted for the press over while in the squat, but there's certainly nothing wrong with this one. That's excellent as well. All right, second exercise I'm going to show you from the side. We are going to have the dumbbell by our side. We're going to hip hinge. So I'm pretty close to a 90-degree angle, right about here. I'm keeping my chest up, and I'm going to do a row. And then I'm going to do a backwards lunge with that same side. Now, sometimes I'll actually have the dumbbell touch the floor. It just makes me get just a teensy bit lower there. If you feel okay about that, go for it. Okay, so show you what a full rep looks like. It would be a row, and then I go right back, just like that. So we do 8 on one side, and we do 8 on the other side. Sound good? If you have a kettlebell, or even a weight plate that you can put your hand through, works really well with that as well. So whatever you happen to have access to, go for it. All right, try to keep my chest up here as I row back. Then I'm gonna take that same leg, lunge back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I got 8. Okay, hopefully that wasn't too crazy for you. We'll go side for this next. Okay, here we go. Bring it up, come back. Woo! 7. Tough, really tough. So pulling exercises, you can go a little bit heavier. The back is a huge muscle group. You know, it's a lot bigger than, say, like your shoulder. So if I was doing like a shoulder press with that and doing like a back lunge, my weight would be quite a bit lighter. Okay, the third one, we're gonna be on the ground. It's gonna be a glute raise. While we're in the glute raise, we're doing a chest press. I'm gonna show you from the side. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my arm all the way down at the ground. My elbows completely touching the ground, and I'm gonna raise my hips up as high as I can. You can kind of feel a nice stretch through the quads, actually, I like that. I'm gonna tuck my lats in as much as I can, try to get as high as I can there with the hips, and then I'm just gonna press up, and then I'm gonna go all the way to the ground, and I don't wanna bounce off the ground and get momentum. I wanna come from dead stop, just like that. All right, get yourself set up if you aren't already. Bring that bell safely right next to you. Shoulders open, raise those hips up, tuck the lats under, and press it out for 8. And then I bring the whole thing down and I just set it up on the other side the same exact way. Take your time. I bring that down to the ground, raise those hips up, and go for it. Whatever you want to do with your other hand is fine. Sometimes I'll put it here as sort of like a guide of where I want that bell to sort of aim for. I want this bell to end up over my chest. And that's 8 for me. You can use the bell as momentum to come up. That works out really well. Okay, we're in perfect position for this core interval. So I got my timer here. We're gonna do 2 exercises. The thing with core is, especially a lot of stuff that's like on your butt or on your back, it becomes very hip flexor dominant. So I'm sure you've been there. I'm sure you've been doing core exercises and you're like, my hip flexors and my quads are burned out, but I can't even feel it in my core. Well, we're gonna do 2 exercises. One of them is gonna be taking the hip flexors out of it. The other one, it is gonna be something where you need to practice taking the hip flexors out of it. Let me show you what I mean. So I'll show you from the side. This one's gonna be called floor sweeps. So we're gonna use the momentum sort of, or the weight is a better word, the weight of our legs to bring our hips off the ground. And when I bring my hips off the ground, I'm gonna sweep right under my tailbone. Sweep. Rest your head on the ground here. So our hip flexors are completely out of it because the weight of our legs is carrying us up, and then obviously the strength of our core. You need to work on the deceleration of this move as well. It's just as important to come down nice and easy here. Just a little bit off the ground. Sweep your hands right under. So it makes the ribs and the pelvis meet together. That's where the abdominal muscles are. We're gonna do that for 5 seconds. Our second move, we're gonna post our hands up behind us, and we're gonna kick our feet out to the side, bring them into the center, out to the side. So this is the one where the hip flexors always want to take over. So you need to go slow and controlled here and practice that control. Because if you're just banging them out, you're just going to exhaust yourself. Your quads are going to be killing, your hip flexors are going to be killing. So we're going to focus on keeping those out of it. I know that was probably kind of a lot, and I probably over-explained that. I'm sorry. Let's just get to it. All right, we're going to do 1 round of it. All right, get set for this floor sweep. Ready? Here we go. Remember, try not to crash down. And if you can't even get off the ground, that's okay. Just tuck back a little bit. You can push back and up. There's different variations. Okay, here we go. Out to the side, and then hit the other side. So I'm just leaning back. I'm keeping my shoulders off the ground. I'm not going all the way to the ground. Whoo! Oh, good. All right. We got 1 full round left. We did 1 full round, I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me this morning. 1 full round has been done. We're gonna hit our second round. So we're gonna start with that rainbow press. 8 reps. Get your bell. Get set. I'm gonna go from the side so you can see what's up. So this is my version. And I stand. The other version would be like this. Okay, so one of those 2 for 8 reps. Last one for me. Oh man, good. I don't know what was killing more on that, the shoulders or the legs. All right, we're gonna go with that row into a backwards lunge. So take your time getting set up. Really safe here on the lower back. So I'm gonna row it, and I'm going back with that same leg. Five, 6, 7, 8. All right, hit the other side. 7. I got one more here. Ooh, and 8. Okay, to the ground we go. Glute raise, chest press. I hope you're doing okay. Okay, I'm gonna get it set, bring it down, raise those hips up high, and start pressing. 2, 6, 7. Okay. Dead stop on the ground there, dead stop. Don't bounce off the ground and get that momentum. Come from a complete stop. Remember to keep those hips up high. Squeeze the life out of those glutes. Woo! All right. Hopefully you're somewhat with me. We're gonna get right into that abdominal work again. So we got those two things. Floor sweeps combined with those side-to-side kickouts. I'm gonna get this here. We're gonna get started. All right, so get on your backs. Legs are up at a 90-degree angle. Head is relaxing on the ground. We're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Floor sweep. Control the descent. And rest. I got set for a 12-second rest. So just enough time for us to get up, get situated, get those hands behind us, and get some good reps in. Side to side. Take your time. Quality, quality, quality reps always. I love it. Practice those two. I know they both take a lot of practice and control. Just like everything, right? You only get good at it if you're practicing it. All right, get a shot of water. We're into the third round. I think we should be able to definitely get through this in maybe one more round. All right, get your belt. We're going right into the squat rainbow press. Whew, okay. Ugh. I like to take a wider stance on those too. All right, we got that row to the backwards lunge. Okay, get a good solid row. Five, 6, 7. Killer. This one's the hardest. Woo! Hardest for me anyways. Okay. One more. Holy crap. Down on the ground. Chest press, floor bridge combo. Okay. Whew. Bring it down. Hips go up. Always be careful on the transition here. Even if you're using lightweight, always treat it like heavyweight. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo-wee. Oh man, maximum effort for sure on these. Since we only have a couple of moves, really make them count, right? All right, we're back to the core. We're gonna go floor sweep, ab kickouts. Are you with me? Are you with me? I sure hope so. All right, let's get ourselves set. Get on our backs. 90 degrees. We're gonna get it going. Here we go. Good. I felt like I had good control there. All right, ab kickouts. Woo! Here we go. Ooh, it's good, it's good, it's good. Great news, we're doing another round. It's happening. I got a towel off because, of course, crazy sweat. Always a crazy sweat. It could be 30 degrees, and I would still be sweating a ton, and my hair would be all frizzed out. It is what it is. I guess I'm hydrated. All right, get your belt. Let's get this. Let's do this final round for fun. So much fun. Let's do it for the fitness. All right, bring it up on that shoulder. Take a good base. Woo, that was a low one. 2. Woo-hoo-hoo. 3. 4. Ooh, last one I got here. All right. That was a nice set. I felt good about that. Okay. So get yourself set up for that bent over row back lunge. Ooh, yeah. All right. I got one more. So I was kind of winded there, so I couldn't tell you. But I definitely try when I do that row to control the descent just as much. So super important. All right, on the ground for our final set of the chest press glute bridge. Woo, okay. Bring it up. 2. 3. 4. 6. You can change your wrist position on this too. You know, we're doing it like this today, the standard grip here, but you can go neutral, you can go in with your wrist pointing at you. So there's always like a lot of different variations. Woo! One of the many things that makes working with resistance fun, you know, the variations are literally endless. Oh man, good stuff. Okay, let me grab my timer here. We'll get into our core exercise combo. Okay, flipping it over. I'm gonna get set. All right, ready? Here we go. I felt good about it. The last 2 sets felt really good. Okay, get yourself set up for the kick out, side to side. like it. I like that. I like those two together. So, like I said before, just definitely practice those because they're super, super effective. Oh man, hey, we got 4 rounds in basically 30 minutes. I feel great about that. You should too. Let's hit a couple stretches. I'm actually gonna take my shoes off because I wanna do a couple things on the ground. And I'm just gonna move around a little bit better. So let's get into this one here. Sometimes it's called a kickstand because you're kind of kicking it out. And all we're gonna do is just sit back into that. So my foot that is out, I'm trying to keep that flat on the ground. And I got my hands right in front of me, sinking in, getting a good stretch right there. Honestly, if you have your foot like flat down at the ground, I kind of get a little bit of an ankle stretch out of that too. You can play with it. If you want to take your foot and just bring it like that, you get a whole different feel here. So you can do different things. Let's take the hand that is this side here, and we're just gonna bring it up. So all I'm coming is straight up. You don't need to be going like way back here. We're just going straight up, just enough to get open, nice stretch all through there. Go ahead and bring that down, and we're just gonna walk it forward. Now you can walk it out as far as you want to. You can do a little bit of floor slides with your arms. We just want to get that upper back stretched out. So we're going to walk it up. We're going to come out of that gently. We're going to set it up on the other side. So I'm going to sink into that. Feels really good to switch sides. Okay, let's take this hand and bring that up. So you can use your other arm here to sort of lean on that leg. Really reaching here, stretching out all through there. Feels nice, feels really nice. Let's go forward with it. Get this one more time. Come out of that nice and slow. We'll do a little bit of like a pigeon, basically. So what I'm gonna do is take this leg, I'm gonna loop it through here, like a 90-degree angle. And I've got my back leg behind me. I want you to be able to see me. So I like to have it so it's right 90 degrees in front of me. That back leg is trailing out straight. Now I will sometimes find a good spot here. I'll sink into it. Sometimes I'll sit up. Sometimes I get a little more out of that. Feel free to play around in this. And just try to spend time really in here, because the more time you spend, the more you'll sort of sink into it. Okay. I know this is a little bit abbreviated, but I would literally hold it for like a minute if you have time. So switch over, we'll get the other side. Now you might feel like one side is more flexible than the other. That's super, super normal. My left side is always like a little bit kind of restricted, feels a little bit grindy. I always have to do a little bit of extra work on the left side. I just don't have the range of motion as I do on my other side. And that could be due to various things. Okay, I'm going to loop my leg around. And we're just going to go with this wide position here. We're going to come come up. We're just gonna go right down in the middle here. Hoo-wee. Yeah, those backwards lunges were pretty tough with the row. Let me know what you thought the hardest exercise was. I think that one was the hardest. Multiple factors. It's, you know, 2 exercises that we're combining, the row and the back lunge. There's a lot of like stability work. There's a lot of demand on our core, and you're just trying to keep good form with the row and then not fall over when you do the backwards lunge. So if that's how you felt, then you're normal. It's quite all right. I'm gonna do a little bit of a butterfly here and lean forward. Sometimes I'll take my elbows and push down so I can really try to get those knees down to the ground. While we're here, let's bring our arms up. And we're gonna put them right behind us so we can get those shoulders stretched out. And we're just gonna sort of like, if you can put your hands flat on the ground behind you, we're just gonna go like side to side. You can even get a little bit of neck out of it if you wanna lean your neck back. The neck sure does take a beating.